Hello and welcome to our podcast Love Holds Everything. Today's episode is titled, What is your divine mission on earth? It is not about finding it, it is about remembering it. We are all born into this world with a divine mission to fulfill in this lifetime. We all know this. And we are all familiar with the idea of finding what our true purpose is. Some of you who are listening to this episode now are feeling a strong need to know or understand your spiritual purpose in life. This need comes from the heart, but it is not about finding, it is about remembering. Today's episode is about how to start to remember. I am going to help you open your heart so that you can see the way to your destiny. Are you ready? Let's begin. Ever since I was a child, I have wondered what my purpose in this world is. Will my career as a grown-up be my purpose? Will being a wife and a mom be part of my purpose? What is my purpose then? Do we have multiple purposes in life? I was not alone. Everyone has that question growing up. I know that now, but I didn't know it back then. So I kept all these questions to myself without seeking spiritual guidance or a grown-up who will listen to me. As the years went by, I let this world define my purpose. What society, family, or friends suggested my purpose should be. I should mature, get married, have children, and study for a career so that I will have an educational background. But not just any career. It had to be one that will provide financial security. This was what the world dictated as norms under my cultural background back in Lima, Peru, in the 70s and 80s when I was growing up. So I followed these guidelines the best I could. I accomplished all of this over the years, but something was still missing in my heart. I realized that I will not be satisfied or happy until I started looking for my true purpose, the spiritual reason for why I am here in this world. Later in life, I began following my intuition and my spiritual calling. I now know my divine mission on earth, and I feel the deepest joy when working. There is a difference between your divine mission on earth and your personal goals. Today, we are going to talk about both, how they are similar and how they are different. We all come to this world with a divine mission. We are all an important piece of this earth's plan. It is essential that during our lifetime, at some point, our hearts open up. I want to emphasize this next thought. It has always been my deepest and strongest wish for everyone to become aware of their spiritual purpose, mission, and the reason for their existence, their divine mission. Without this, we will continue to find ourselves feeling empty. With this awareness, we will be happy, complete, and spiritually connected to our source. Fulfilling our divine mission is about finding our true joy and happiness. Fulfilling our divine mission is about finding our peace. All of this will be worked on from the heart. I also want to talk about your personal goals in life. They are important too, and they could be fully integrated with your divine mission, be only a part of it, or they could be two completely separate things that you will have to work on individually. We all deserve abundance. This world offers so many opportunities for all of us. To exist in this world is a gift. Make use of this gift and attend to your personal goals as well. But do not ignore your heart's calling, for that is the call for your divine mission to begin. This month's episode is a channeling of the rules to follow so that you can understand and remember in your heart what your divine mission is. These are the 8 rules to follow, and we will explain as we go. Rule number 1. Your divine mission on earth will bring healing to humanity. Your actions through your work will leave a healing imprint on others. This could be physical or spiritual. The body is a fusion of spirit and matter. When you are spiritually sick, you can become physically sick too. And this works in reverse as well. If you heal one, the other can heal too. Let me give you a scenario to understand this better. I see a female doctor helping a middle-aged female patient recover from a serious disease by diagnosing and providing treatment options. Through this doctor's medical work, the patient will heal. The patient will become aware that keeping the body healthy is important and will do some inner work on what needs improvement in her life. She will realize that all the anger and resentment built up over the years has made her physical body sick. She will address the root cause of her anger and heal spiritually from it. Although she will be healing her soul too, it was the doctor's inspired divine mission acting through her work that initiated the healing process. Rule number 2. Your divine mission is part of a much larger plan. It has been decided and assigned to you before you were born. Everything is perfectly planned when we arrive in this world so that we can find and recognize our purpose and mission. We all know and agree to our purpose before arriving. We had agreed to fulfill it and work our lives toward that accomplishment. What happens next is that we are born and our purpose is erased from our consciousness. This erasure is part of the game on earth, the work. We have to work on remembering, but the secret is that we need to remember it with our hearts. Rule number 3. You will have access to receive on earth everything that you will need to accomplish it. This rule is very important. I wish for it to resonate within you so that you can understand its deep meaning. We will have access to receive on earth everything that we will need to accomplish it. I was born with the tools to fulfill my purpose. I could write really well and I could speak clearly when reading a speech from an early age. I enjoyed doing those things. I also like to help people. Those were my tools, and my tools were my clues. Later, I decided that I wanted to become a teacher, but I also wanted to become a psychologist. Those were my first clues about my divine mission. Though I didn't know it at the time, I thought that it was just my career orientation. What are your clues? What was the first career you wanted to choose when you were little? What were your first talents, the things that you could do from an early age that made you special? Your talents. All our gifts and talents are our clues. As I said before, we arrive on this earth equipped with all the tools we need to fulfill our divine mission here. Rule number 4. Your divine mission has enormous value. This is also very important and it can bring confusion. The value of your divine mission on earth will not be defined by money, as money is valid only in this world. It is a spiritual richness that cannot be measured by anything in this world. I have many clients who tell me their frustrations about not reaching their career or personal goals. At the same time, they are looking for the meaning in their lives, what they are meant to do on earth. Remember that these are two separate things, your divine mission and your personal goals. Your personal goals belong to this world and nothing will last for eternity if they are not accomplished. Your divine mission belongs to the divine and that is eternal. It is true that you can accomplish both at the same time through your career, but they can also be accomplished separately, which brings us to the next rule. Rule number 5. Your divine mission doesn't have to be accomplished solely through your career. Our mission could be related to our profession, to the way we interact with others at work, or it could be in our hobbies or pastimes. It could also belong to our social life. We never know beforehand the setting in which our mission will unfold. It is important to let the setting present itself naturally. We should not interfere by deciding what we should be doing with our mission, or worse, by letting others decide for us what we should be doing. Sometimes we have close ones, like parents, grandparents, or siblings, who will voice their expectations for us with the best of intentions. This is when it gets challenging. It is important that we don't sabotage our life mission by allowing external influences to affect our decisions. I see an engineering student who wants to please his parents by following the same career path as his dad. After all, he desires prestige and recognition among friends and family. He wants to show everyone that he is successful in life. But deep down, he would like to travel the world and write about different cultures. He would like to foster connections between cultures through his writings. He has an enormous desire to do this and things. Maybe when I retire. Not everyone will find their divine mission through their work. Some of you will discover your mission in non-paying settings, perhaps through volunteer work or social skills. I see a woman working every day from 9 to 5, but it is on weekends that her divine mission is fulfilled by volunteering her time to help and inspire others at a women's shelter. This is when she truly feels useful and happy. We not only engage spiritually through our voices, we also express through our hands and physical movements. Some of you will find your divine mission through the process of creating with your hands. I see an artist making wonderful paintings that convey a silent healing message to the viewer. The work comes from divine inspiration, and the pieces created hold a permanent healing energy that transfers to the viewer. You might not be aware of this, but if you enjoy your profession and work with love, taking pride in what you deliver, you are then following your mission. You are touching other souls in a positive way. You might never know what you have delivered and how it has affected someone else's learning journey, but you are fulfilling your purpose. Rule number 6. Your divine mission will start at the perfect time in your life. Do you feel that you're running out of time? Time on earth doesn't have any meaning on the other side. You could have lived for a very long time on earth, only to later in your life write the most healing and inspiring novel, a book that will heal others for generations to come. The time we experience on earth is not the same as that experience in the divine realm. This means that your divine work doesn't have to be linear and constant throughout your life. Or it could also be that your divine mission has already started and you're not aware of it. Let me tell you a story. A few years back, I was returning home to Seattle from Madrid. I was on the last leg of my trip and waiting at the gate to board my flight to Seattle. As we were all waiting, I noticed a lady chit-chatting intensely with somebody. I recognize her spirit. She is the friendly person who will talk to you during a flight if she sits next to you. I was so tired that I hoped she will not sit next to me. I just wanted to sleep. Of course, I was not surprised when she greeted me with a big smile while seated next to my seat on the plane. I smiled back at her, introduced myself, and proceeded to close my eyes and sleep. My guides were telling me that I needed to engage with her, but I was just so sleepy. I opened my eyes about an hour later, and she turned to look at me saying, "Excuse me, you must be so tired. Was this a very long flight for you?" And that was all it took to motivate me to speak. We started talking and continued for a while. She was a lovely lady. Somewhere in the conversation, I asked her what she was planning to do when she retired. And she replied that she didn't know. She felt that she had to do something spiritual. There must be a reason why she was here on earth. She was worried that she was not fulfilling her spiritual part. I just looked at her and told her, channeling a message for her. Don't you know it by now? You have been doing your spiritual work for a long time. It comes through your voice. Each time you engage with someone, each time you listen to their stories and share some wisdom with them, you have been working spiritually. Your guides are so proud of you. They want you to be aware of how much love and comfort you have given to others. She opened her eyes and became aware of this. She told me that she now understands some of the things she said to strangers at the hospital where she works or at the park. How she gave answers of comforting words to whoever needed them at that moment. She was now aware that she was sharing her gift as it was meant to be. She thanked me and told me that she couldn't wait to continue doing this, that my words have changed everything. She was happy. I wanted to share this story as someone who has been doing her spiritual work for a long time, not being aware of it, but feeling the joy of doing it. Rule number 7. You will know you have started your divine mission when you feel enormous joy and satisfaction with your work. This rule defines your divine mission. You could have a career and a life that brings you money, recognition, fame, and all the things you wanted as personal goals, but deep inside, it might not bring you enormous joy and satisfaction. That will be a clear clue that your work is not part of your divine mission, and it is time to reflect on this. Rule number 8. Your divine mission is not your work alone. It is the divine work from the other side done through you. You will be channeling your work, drawing on inspiration and guidance from the other side. You might not be aware of this, but now you understand how the divine mission works. Trust in your faith and the process of how it forms and develops. It is all controlled from the other side as it was planned from the beginning. One last thing. I have mentioned throughout this episode that your divine mission will work from your heart. This is because the mind is influenced by many events in your life, creating filters that affect your thoughts and decisions, but your heart always stays clean and pure. In today's meditation, at the end of this episode, we will connect to our hearts, because the divine mission is still a mystery that is difficult for the human mind to completely comprehend. It is the heart that can understand. It is also in your heart that your faith resides. So we're coming to the end of today's reflection. I hope that these 8 rules and different scenarios have helped you understand what your divine mission success in life means. At the end of our journey on this earth, it might not be the fame, money, and recognition in this world that will matter the most, but what we can take with us to the other side. That will be all the spiritual richness accumulated through our divine mission in life. Today, you have tapped into your divine mission. May you continue to let it expand and become present in your life. Thank you for listening. I send you much love and peace your way. We are going to end this episode with a guided meditation. In this meditation, you will tap into your heart, just as it was when you arrived in this world. We will bring that memory forward to the present time. It could be tricky because the mind will try to arrange the information that you will be receiving. But just remember to perceive this information with your heart. Are you ready? For this meditation, we will need to lay down if possible. You will need a blanket too. You can pause this recording until you have everything ready to start. Find a quiet place where you can relax. Try to lay down on a comfortable surface and cover yourself with a blanket to stay warm. Close your eyes and listen to your breathing. Let it be rhythmical and in a resting state. Let my voice guide you. Try to move now into a fetal position if possible. If you're sitting down or cannot do so, visualize yourself in that position. It is time to let Mother Earth embrace you with her magnetic field and gravity. Rest your entire body on her and let her cuddle you. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your chest and back, your stomach, your lower belly, your legs, your knees, and your feet. Take a deep breath and release it slowly. Continue breathing comfortably on your own after that. Slowly, we are moving away from the present time. The light in the room begins to fade. It is just your body floating now. Nothing else, nothing material is around you. You start to get smaller and smaller, back into the original size you had when you entered this world. You are now in a warm, comfortable space, floating in water. There is darkness, nothing to see, but you don't need to see anything yet. You can only touch what your tiny new hands can reach. Everything is soft. You notice that you can put your thumb in your mouth and it makes you feel more comfortable. All your needs are being sustained by your mother's womb. This womb is a space where all of your needs are provided while you are developing into a baby. This is where your story on earth begins. You are inside your mother's belly. Just at the end of your gestational period, you begin to give her body the signals that you're ready to be born, and slowly there is a bright light opening up in front of you, like a bright sun with rays. Everything is changing fast. The world is welcoming you. All your senses are sending information to your baby brain, and all of your organs are active now. You are breathing on your own. You can hear many new voices. You can smell the room. You can see this light and these forms that are all new to you. You can touch new things in this new dry space. You can feel the temperature changing. They are trying to keep you warm. All these humans who have gathered for your arrival are trying to care of you. There is so much joy and satisfaction in this room. You recognize your mother's voice and her scent, which brings you peace because it is the only thing familiar to you in this physical world. Everything else is brand new. There is something else happening that you will later forget as you get older, but today you can see it. All these angels in the room are guarding you, welcoming you. They are bringing so much love to your heart right now. The humans are ensuring that your first physical body's needs are taken care of, but these angels are attending to your spiritual needs at this moment. It is their presence that makes these incredibly overwhelming first physical moments bearable for you. They are singing to you melodies that are comfortably familiar, but you will forget later. They are leaving all these promises in your heart. Your divine mission is written in those promises. These promises are the plan for you, from beginning to end. They are your guardian angels and guides. They will never leave you throughout your lifetime, but you will stop seeing them as your brain starts to take over, understanding and explaining this new physical world to you. You begin the growing process. Take a deep breath and release it slowly. What happens next are all the memories that you have from your childhood. Take a moment to bring them back to the present. The world used to feel like it circled around you. You were the most important being in this world. Your toys had enormous spiritual meaning for you. They were not just toys as you understand them now. They were part of your emotional support system. Your favorite toys were never a coincidence. They were there to teach you something. You used to comprehend and assimilate things differently because at the beginning, you let your heart dictate explanations and answers. But as your brain continued to develop, it took charge. It started analyzing everything and learning from adults. You begin to absorb information, and this was the beginning of the process of maturing. I want you to take a pause at this moment. This was the last time that your heart was in total control of your decisions. I want you to connect with your heart now, not your physical heart, but the space it occupies in your physical body. This is where all your spiritual promises have been written. This is the house where your faith will grow. Touch your heart with your right hand now and give your heart the energy of love. Move your consciousness to your heart now. All of a sudden, your vision of things in this meditation is coming from your heart and not from your eyes. You can see yourself as a child now, but in a different way. This is the true you. You are such a beautiful child with all this angelic light surrounding you. Tell your brain now to go to rest, to be quiet. Tell your brain that you are thankful for all the wise decisions it makes daily, but that it needs to let your heart speak when it is needed. It is your heart that is speaking to you right now. From the heart, there are no filters, no censures, or society guides and rules. Listen to what your heart has to say. Take a deep breath and release it slowly. Let your heart remember these promises left by your angels and talk to you about them. They are slowly coming into your consciousness while I guide you with my voice. When you wake up after this meditation, you will continue to remember these promises because they are yours to keep. More information on these promises will be provided to you in the next few days. The remembering process has started. Your brain knows now that it has to let your heart speak when it needs to speak. It understands that not everything has to be explained or categorized under elements from this world. There are divine elements that this world cannot explain. Your brain is going to let your heart speak to you when you need it. It will speak to you in the voice of your faith. Time continues to move forward in your memory towards this present time. You are now growing more and becoming more independent. You are on your way to adulthood. The sun is rising and setting in this your lifetime many times, over and over and over through the years. There are many seasons, many springs, many summers, many falls, and many winters. The moon also keeps changing, many new moons cycling into full moons on the sky of the night, over and over again. Each time the sun and the moon move, you keep growing emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You have seen yourself change over the years, and you have now arrived at this present moment, today. You're not returning empty-handed. You have brought back with you the promises left in your heart as a gift at the moment you were born. Your divine mission is written among these promises. These promises are for you only. They are messages from your angels promising that they will never leave you. They were there on your first day delivering you to this world, and they will continue to be with you until the day they bring you back home, back to your divine source. You feel joy, hope, peace, and love. Your angels are here with you in this space. It is time now to go back to this world, but remember, you're not returning empty-handed. You have your promises in your heart. Take a deep breath and release it slowly. You are ready now to return from our guided meditation into present time and moment. Tell your brain that it is time to go back to work. The resting time has finished. Remember what day of the week it is today and what time of the day it is so that you can start grounding. You can move now and reconnect with your physical body. Move your legs and your arms. Open your eyes when you are ready. Take your time. Stay laying down as long as you need. Have this moment in silence to start remembering your divine mission. Stay connected to the divine. May you receive the divine wisdom now and the guiding messages from your angels to help you along the way. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this moment in your space. It is an honor for me to be here. I send you much love and light so that you can continue your journey with this newly restored gift. Be blessed. I want to thank you for listening today. My name is Gisela Miller, and I am a spiritual reader and energy healer living near Seattle, Washington. You can find more information about me on my website, loveholdseverything.com. This episode has been spiritually channeled by me, influenced by a series of similar events that occurred on consecutive days prior to its recording. It is not a coincidence that you're listening to this today. Feel free to contact me through my website if you have any questions that I can help you with. Goodbye for now. Keep on reflecting, and see you in my next episode.